There are 6 months left of 2024. Where did the time go? I don't even know. But today's video is going to be all the tips of how to change your life in 6 months. Cheers, let's get into it. Grab a drink, grab a snack, grab pen and paper because you're going to be taking notes. If this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Brianna. I do lots of lifestyle vlogs, inspirational, motivational content. I help motivate and inspire you guys to live your best life, and we're in this journey together. This video is part of my new self-growth series, which you guys can check out right here. You guys have been loving it and that makes me so happy. It's crazy to think about how much time 6 months actually is, and I know we just said like time flies and all that, but there's so much that you can do to change your life in 1 month, a couple weeks. Honestly, like, you are so powerful and you have what it takes to change your life, but you need to stop being in your own head because it is possible. If you keep saying something is impossible, then that's going to be your reality. You need to change the mindset that you have, and with these tips and steps, you're going to implement this, you're going to change your mindset, and you're going to be able to change your life in these next 6 months and accomplish what you set out to accomplish in the beginning of the year. And I'm also doing the same to take my own advice and change my life because I have goals that I want to hit before 2024 ends. First thing you're going to do is reflect and reassess those goals. Wherever you wrote them down, you need to go back and you're going to take that list of what you set out and you're going to break it down. What have you achieved, or maybe what progress has been made into those achievements? What were the setbacks that you had? And also, it's a great way to reassess if that's even a goal that you still have now, because sometimes we set these goals, things happen, especially in the 6 months time frame. It's okay to change your mind, and you want to make sure that it really aligns with your current purpose and your current priorities. And this is just a great way to check in with yourself. And now that you're doing this to change your life in the next 6 months, you're not just going to wait until the end of the year to have another check-in. You're actually going to do it on a more frequent basis so that, like I said, you could stay on track and actually strive towards accomplishing these goals. So before you can actually make changes, you need to reassess and check in with yourself. And the next one is you're now going to take what you reflected on and you're going to set clear and achievable goals, and you're going to really break them down into the different areas of your life. This can be personal fitness, wellness goals. This can be, financial goals, relationship goals, career goals. You're going to break down everything, lay it all out there. You want to make these goals really specific. You need them to be measurable, and you also need them to be achievable. So you really want to think about where you were in the beginning of the year. You want to think about where you are now, and you really want to vision what you want to be, who you want to be, where you want to be in 6 months from now. And then within those goals, based on those tiers, you're going to break those down a step further into smaller tasks / goals that will keep you on task, focused, and motivated on a day-to-day basis, because every action step that you take on a day-to-day basis is so important. You're writing out these goals, but it's not just you're writing them out and you're letting the universe, whatever, take care of it. You are the person that can get you from point A to point B. So you need to have these goals written out clearly so that you yourself know what's going on, what you need to do in order to make these things happen for yourself. And for me, I remember during COVID, actually during the lockdown when I was home, I would find myself getting so upset because I wanted certain things. I wanted to grow on YouTube, I wanted to post on social media, and I just had these goals of I wanted a 100K plaque, I wanted all these things, but I just thought that me wanting it was going to be enough, and me putting in the bare minimum work was actually gonna make it happen, when that was just a little too delulu. And one day I just wrote down all my goals and I really started executing. I started posting consistently on YouTube. I started putting myself out there on these other social media platforms, which you can follow me, obviously it'll be in the description, and look where I am now. And something that me and one of my friends have been doing ever since actually the new year. So what we do is we have check-in calls with each other every week, and we go over our 12-week goals. So we break down goals into a 12-week margin. So we also have the goals, we have the why behind it, and then we have the action steps. So make sure you do that when you're setting out your goals. The next thing you're going to do is really declutter and clean up your space, because in order to make room for other things in your life, you need to get rid of old things that no longer serve you, no longer serve its purpose. Declutter any messes that you have. If you're living in a messy environment, that really can affect how you perform on a day-to-day basis, and it takes up your mental space too. So having a clean environment does improve your productivity, your mental clarity, your focus, and you want to be the best version of yourself. You want to change your life and take these action steps to getting to that point. Then having a messy environment is not going to be the way to go. And a big part of like a mid-year life reset is just cleaning everything. I know we just had spring cleaning, so if you missed that mark, now is your time to do a summer declutter cleaning. I'm talking everything. Mop your floors, sweep your floors, dust down everything, let in some fresh air, go through your clothes, donate clothes that no longer fit you, that you're not going to wear even though you keep telling yourself you're going to wear it. I'm talking to myself too because that happens to me all the time. Clean your whole bedroom, clean your sheets, which you should be doing on on like a weekly or whatever the case basis, really make sure that your space is somewhere that you want to be and that you're happy to be in. That does make a really big impact. Next step is you need to create a new routine for yourself on a day-to-day basis. And that just doesn't mean the work that you put in or working so many hours in a day. That also just goes simply to the healthy habits that include a nice peaceful morning routine. What are you listening to? What are you watching? What are you eating? You know, are you working out? Are you moving your body? Are you getting outside? When you are able to have discipline and consistency within your daily routine and your healthy habits, this will keep you right on track to everything else, and everything will fall much more into alignment. And I'm talking firsthand, because when you have that consistency in a routine and you're not just waking up and going with the flow of whatever happens, there's too much room for laziness, for slacking off. And it really starts with these little micro habits, because that compounds into everything else. So I want you to really analyze what is wrong with your routine. Are you going to sleep too late? Are you waking up late and you're starting your day at 11 a.m.? Just really analyze what you want, what you visualize from other people. You watch these videos and you're like, I wish I could be that. You can be that. You're just honestly a little bit too lazy to put in the work to get it done. I don't know what it is, but that just is what it seems like, because like I said, you can do it. It's just all up here. If you want to wake up early, you want to be a morning person, you can. I have a video of how to become a morning person you can watch next, and build a schedule and a routine around everything that you want to accomplish. Next one that kind of goes along with routines is you need to prioritize self-care, because as much as you want to change your life and accomplish X, Y, and Z, you need to focus on you so that you don't burn out and then stop working on your goals altogether. We can be go doing all these things, and then one thing can maybe trigger you to being like, oh my gosh, I'm never gonna get there, and you just have the self-doubts rolling in and you get in a slump. If you prioritize self-care on a daily and weekly basis, you are one step ahead to avoiding burnout from even happening in the first place. You really want to focus on the things that really help your physical, mental, and emotional well-being, because that plays a huge part in how you get up and do things throughout the day. And like I already mentioned before, that can be fitness, that can be meditating, finding different hobbies and things that you enjoy to do outside of work, and things that may be causing you stress. You need to implement these things so that you can be as stress-free as possible. Obviously, it's easier said than done, but having a good balance of everything in life is really, really important. But I highly recommend starting to do something that is simply just for you, healing your inner child and just having fun with it. The next one is really, really important, especially here in our 20s, but you need to really take a look and maybe revamp your finance situation that you have going on. Set a budget goals for yourself. There's so many templates and things that you can get on Pinterest to kind of like copy, paste, put it in a little Excel sheet, wherever you want to keep track. And if you don't already have a budget, or you're maybe not being as smart with your finances as you want to be, and you do have all these goals and you're thinking, oh my gosh, and I know nowadays, like, this economy, everything is so expensive, and just life is expensive and things happen, and it's also a little bit out of our control sometimes. But that's why it's important to make sure that you're saving. And I'm just giving some advice from things that I was taught, things that I do to help me have a little bit more of a peace of mind with this. But making sure that you're saving your money and just spending responsibly. Obviously, you know, live your life, do things that you enjoy, can't dwell on too many things. Create a budget for yourself, create a plan, see where your money is going. That's what I said too, like, you have to just assess these things, and this is just a great way to have a little mid-year check. Maybe you need to stop doing X, Y, and Z, whatever the case is. Save your money, be smart with where you're spending your money, because you always want to make sure that you're saving for a rainy day. That's something that my dad always tells us, because you just never know. Next one is a really pretty important one actually, is you're gonna do a digital detox and really eliminate toxic influences out there that you're visually seeing, and just honestly really just reducing your usage. I know a lot of people say like this, you know, go ghost mode for 6 months. I'm not saying to do all that, but when you really want to focus on changing your life and really improving in different areas, sometimes it really takes, you know, removing different aspects from it. So whether that's just negativity that you see on a day-to-day basis, where you're comparing yourself, because comparison is the thief of joy. I'm sure you guys have all heard that before, and it is so true. You really want to assess what you're consuming on a day-to-day basis and really align yourself with positivity. And this can go like in the digital social media space and also in real life. You want to surround yourself positive people, positive influences in your life, people who are motivated, driven, that inspire you to live your best life and go after your goals that you have and be the highest version of yourself. Because when you surround yourself, it's like magnetic energy and it is contagious. So I highly recommend also listening to more motivational podcasts. That's something that I've just been recently doing. Actually, I really like Jay Shetty's podcast here on YouTube. It's super inspiring to hear other people's stories. There's so much content out there that is positive and can really change your mindset. Power of one more that Ed Milet talks about in his podcast and on Jay Shetty's podcast is super powerful. Basically just one more day, one more action step, you're one day closer to achieving your goals, but you cannot give up. The next one is going to be continuing to learn and grow and work on personal development. So you could do that through, like we talked about, hobbies, reading new books that you find enjoyment out of, or learning a new skill set online, on YouTube, course, whatever that is. And you never know also what you're going to stumble upon, maybe a new thing that you want to get into or a new passion of yours, whether that's like a business route. Like for me, when I started to post more because I really wanted to get into it, I just had to learn all these things on my own in the beginning. I was watching so many videos, learning about the algorithm, learning tips, or learning different ways to create content and just further my knowledge so that when I put out my content, I'm doing so in the best ways that I can, and always strive to be better every single day and make progress every single day, because progress is progress. And it's so important to have that blind faith as well, because every single action step that you take, even if you don't see anything come from it, it all matters still, and it's all going towards that end result that you want. So if you don't see that instant gratification, you can't give up. You have to keep working on your goals and growing every single day. Next one is setting boundaries, especially during this time period, right? You want to change your life and you want to accomplish so many things, and sometimes that means saying no to things that don't serve the purpose and what you want to do, and it doesn't align with you. You don't have to say yes to everything. Set good boundaries, whether it's in your personal life, your professional life. Like, you just have to have that good balance and that good structure to your life at the end of the day. Don't let outside opinions and outside things dictate what you do with your time and with your life. Now is the time to kind of really be selfish with your time and your energy, and protect your energy at all costs, honestly, because 6 months can go by like this. And you made it to the last one, which is actually executing your goals and really stepping into that version of the person you want to be in 6 months and even beyond that. So whatever that means, you really need to act like you already have it all, and that is how you're going to take every day and really focus on your goals. Because when you think about it, it's also like a little mindset shift too. When you think about it, that higher self won't be being lazy throughout the day, won't do this or won't put things off till later and procrastinate, because that person is taking the action steps. That person is working their butt off to get what they want rather than just saying what they want to do. They're being productive, they're taking that initiative. So you really want to take what you planned out and actually execute it every single day. And that's actually how you're going to change your life, is by doing the things that you said you want to do and act like that person every single day, even when you don't want to, because that's how you build up that discipline. And you can do so also by having a tracker where you track every single day what you want to do and checking it off. Today I did this, today I did this, today I did this. And it's also really rewarding to see when you're working on yourself and you're getting these things done. Nothing is impossible. You can do anything that you set your mind to. You just have to do it. You have to push past those hard days where those self-doubts are coming in. Those days will come. There's going to be obstacles in your journey, but if you want to change your life and you want to be the best, highest version of yourself, you have to keep swinging and keep pushing forward. And every day, it's one more day, one more action step. You cannot give up. Give yourself that grace of the power of one more, and you're going to change your life and you're going to be the best version of yourself. You're going to be the happiest version of yourself. You have to figure out that why behind it, because that is the motivator of you actually taking those steps to get there. If you guys stay till the end of the video, make sure you comment this emoji, you're a real one, and I love you guys all so much for being here. I hope this video motivated you, inspired you, and what I want you to do, your challenge, is to comment down below one thing that you've accomplished in the last 6 months and one thing that you really want to change in the next 6 months. Put it in the comments. We're going to motivate, inspire each other. I believe in you. You have to believe in yourself too, and I'll see you guys all in my next video.